My first memory of beauty would have to be when I was in elementary school. I remember wanting to be a little white girl. My hair wasn't long, it didn't go down past my shoulders, and that really bothered me. And I said, if I can have long hair like a white girl, I would be beautiful. I was so engulfed into pop culture at such a young age, and pop culture was saturated with white men and women, and so that's what I saw as beautiful. When I was still pretty young, I got some different friends and they were all about 90s R&B. I didn't know what a 90s R&B was. Once I was introduced to it, I was like, okay, I am so lame because I'm listening to NSYNC and Hanson and Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys. Like, I need to get hip to R. Kelly, Cisco, who else? 90s R&B, we all know. So I remember I took all my CDs because they were coming over once. I took my CDs and I threw them in the trash because I was so embarrassed. And so you may ask, what does that have to do with beauty? It has to do with beauty to me because it showed that I was so not confident in who I was and what I liked, to the point where I was willing to throw away CDs. CDs were expensive, okay? And I wasn't paying for them. Beauty to me is knowing who you are. And yeah, I was really young, but the fact that I wasn't even confident in the music I liked, girl, come on now. Going into middle school is when I started to pay attention to the boys. I really wanted attention. I would go to the mall with my friends and they would all leave with numbers. Not me. Like, my friends had boyfriends and nobody wanted to be my boyfriend. I just didn't understand why I equated having long hair like a white girl and having a boyfriend to being beautiful. I didn't have either one, so I was ugly. I didn't cut it. Mind you, I had both of my parents in my life who never ever made me feel like I was anything less than beautiful, anything less than loved, anything less than worthy. When you're growing up in a world that is telling you what is right and what is wrong, what is beautiful, what is acceptable, what is ugly, what is unpopular and lame, you find your category, and if you don't fit in this one that's been presented to you, then you're only this one. There's no way of you knowing how to create your own lane at such a young age in that time of growing up. Going into high school, I had a boyfriend. He was an upperclassman. He was on the football team and he was my first kiss. It was everything because I was like, here I am. I got my man, you know. It was like such a pivotal moment for me because I went from not having, like, I had little boyfriends here and there, but to have an upperclassman on the football team, like, feeling me, it was like, wow. I wasn't really super popular. I knew popular people and the popular people knew me, and then I sang. So people knew who I was and that was my security blanket. But I never really felt, I don't know how to explain it. I always felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I was just almost there. I was able to identify with a group of people, so it was okay. I ran track, I was on the cheerleading squad, and I sang. So I had my little group, and it was that way up until I graduated college. I don't really remember having like an identity crisis, but I do remember caring a lot about what people thought of me. And now as an adult, I see how much of my life I spent doing that. I guess I prided myself in just being a good person. I was gonna be the person who you could empty all your junk into. Empty your junk into me because I can take it, I can hold it, I can help you, make you feel better. I want to help. That was the person that I was. And about 2 years ago, when I went through a breakup, I realized, oh crap, my trash is spilling over because I've been taking care of other people and trying to help other people, and I haven't been giving that to myself. And when I went through that breakup, it was a time where I really had to confront myself. And so I was forced to just be with me. The most beautiful thing to me is knowing who you are, knowing what you want out of life, and not giving a damn what anybody has to say. I admire people like that. People who live in their truth and who do what they want to do and they don't think twice about it because it's who they are and it's what they want. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted, and that was not beautiful to me at all. I think the most beautiful woman is someone who walks into a room and she knows who she is. She doesn't allow society to tell her what she can and cannot do. She makes that decision herself. To me, that's a beautiful woman. At 28 years old, I'm still trying to figure it out. A different definition has taught me so much about myself and has given me so much self-confidence. Starting this organization has shown me another side of myself. We all have insecurities, we all have flaws, and that's okay. Maybe my transparency will help you, because the very thing that you're dealing with is the very thing that you're trying to cover up and to hide. My definition of beauty is being able to sit alone by yourself and be okay 100% with where you are and who you are in your life. Even if it's not the best place, or even if it's not the most beautiful place, but to be 100% happy with the person you are when you're alone, your most vulnerable state, that is the definition of beauty. So I challenge you to really embrace those insecurities and see the beauty in them and find your truth in them. My name is Jayh McCauley, and I am a different definition of beauty.